starts now.
Welcome to News Watch 12 at 6. I'm Justin Betty. The Black Lives Matter movement began a discussion on equality and inclusion nationwide, leading many towns and cities to reflect on how to make their communities more inclusive. But that debate became a bit controversial in Marathon County, where after months of debate, the county board voted on a similar resolution last night. News Watch 12's Megan Mamlock joins us now live in studio with details. Megan?
Thanks, Justin. The resolution failed after the board split their vote 18 to 18. It required a majority to pass. After months of debate, supervisors made their final pitches on the resolution before the vote.
Putting down words in a resolution, it's just words. It's not an action.
Supervisor Brent Jacobson of Mosinee voted against the Community for All resolution at the Marathon County Board meeting Tuesday night. He feels that Marathon County is already a community for all and does not need a resolution to affirm that.
If we want to really be an open, inclusive, welcoming community, we need to take actions that show others that.
Supervisor Jeff Johnson of Wausau feels differently and supported the resolution.
The reality is that there is a lot of division, and that division is being actively sown, which is unfortunate. Because, again, if you read the words on this resolution and their meaning, there's not a thing controversial in it.
The resolution recognizes that every person is valued equally and there should be no discrimination in a predominantly white community. Interpretations of the document differed widely.
In the third whereas, it implies that there's an injustice going on in our county, which is a threat. I don't think we need those kind of alarming words for a welcoming community. Also, the fourth whereas sounds good, but it doesn't really need to be stated. It could be implying that we have a trust problem.
Other board members say they've seen how a bad reputation and bad press can influence people to not move to Marathon County. Supervisor Li Lang Zhang of Weston hoped this resolution would reverse that.
There was another professional who was a doctor in Michigan who was interested in moving to central Wisconsin here with his family. Ended up going to the Twin Cities because of the negative press.
Supervisor Chris Bull was absent from last night's meeting, which is how the vote ended up in a tie. Wausau Mayor and former County Board Supervisor Katie Rosenberg expressed her disappointment over the vote on Twitter. She declared Wausau a community for all last month.
Thank you, Megan. Outside, Jeff, hot and humid again today.
Yeah, 80s out there today. Tomorrow, 70s are back, and we could stay in the 60s on Friday with rain. Are you ready for that? Outside now here in Eagle River, looking pretty good. Lots of blue skies, lots of greenery. A beautiful day across north central Wisconsin. Temperatures are hanging out near 80, even mid 80s across central Wisconsin today, but changes are on the way beginning tomorrow as a cold front is headed our way. Lots of clear skies out there now. There's lots of haze in the atmosphere, though. And then our attention turns to the west. This is getting its act together now. It doesn't look like much, but this is going to give us some rainfall beginning tomorrow night. So much of tomorrow now is dry, and then potentially heavy rainfall on Friday into Saturday. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies, kind of hazy out there, with low temperatures down near 54. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
Thank you, Jeff. Right now, 65% of all adults in Wisconsin have received at least one dose of COVID-19 vaccine. Many health leaders are hoping that number goes up after the FDA gave the Pfizer version of that vaccine full approval in adults this week. The process included lab, animal, and human clinical trials and quite a bit of data gathering and studies over the last several months. Local health experts say it's a lengthy process.
That should be boosting everybody to get the assurance that it's a safe vaccine, that the FDA has approved it and for use.
Approval means the FDA considers the Pfizer COVID vaccine just as safe and effective as any other vaccine approved for folks over age 16.
We're hoping that it produces some confidence for the general public that there's the FDA who approves all medications says, yes, this is safe and effective now that we have the studies.
If you are looking to get vaccinated, you can reach out to either your local pharmacist or check the DHS website. Wisconsin is back up to averaging over 700 people hospitalized with COVID-19 at any one point over the last week. State hospitals are now working to adjust their physical spaces to adapt. UW Health has created special rooms with negative air pressure to reduce airborne viral infections. The rooms are sealed to prevent air that's been infected by COVID-19 from escaping.
In negative pressure rooms, then we're exhausting that air. So we're taking it through a HEPA filter, and then we're exhausting it outside the building, or we're taking it through a HEPA filter and putting it into the return through more filtration to be recirculated. But it's always cleaned and exhausted.
Staff is also planning to limit the amount of times they are entering patient rooms with COVID-19 by monitoring their vitals from outside the room, also reducing exposure and saving resources like personal protective equipment.
We've installed portals in the rooms to allow for that equipment. That brings the nursing care outside the room, and then create a window to the room so that staff can have visualization of the patient.
Hospitals, of course, are also keeping other safety habits: hand washing, 6 feet of social distancing, plexiglass barriers, and increased testing for COVID-19. We've told you lately about how different schools are taking different approaches to the pandemic. Most local schools are starting the school year masks optional. Though this week, a group of Wisconsin healthcare workers sent out a letter across the state urging school districts to do more. Newswatch 12's Georgina Fernandez reports.
And therefore, children are going to lose valuable time from school.
Wear a mask, social distance. It's been the same two things that health professionals have been urging the public to do for the last 18 months. Both critical components in making sure kids stay in the classroom.
The safest way for children to return to school and be able to stay in school for as many days as possible is with the use of masking.
Now, with many schools reopening up for in-person learning across the state, healthcare professionals are urging schools to implement mask policies to help stop the spread of COVID-19. A problem now more critical as the Delta variant sweeps across the country, being more contagious and aggressive than previous strands, including in youth.
People are going to see is that with this much COVID in the community, there's going to be the spread of respiratory infections. And not only is there COVID in the community right now, there's respiratory syncytial virus.
And UW Health says it's a struggle to know the difference between the common cold and a potential COVID-19 symptom.
When a child presents with a runny nose or a cough or a sore throat, we can't tell COVID from an ordinary cold. And so all of those children will need to be tested.
Missing out on vulnerable time in the classroom.
There's no question that it is important for the education of the child. But in addition to education, it's so important for socialization, for children, enjoying their education.
In the Northwoods, Georgina Fernandez, Newswatch 12.
Well, the COVID-19 pandemic is having another unexpected impact on several local school districts. They're growing. Northland Pines and Eagle River added about 80 students for the upcoming year. It's not a huge difference, but it's notable. School district administrator Scott Foster says this is because during the pandemic, more families moved up to the Northwoods.
Since the pandemic, we've seen an increase of enrollment unexpectedly. I think our communities are a great place for people to raise their families, and also we have quality schools across the Northwoods.
People looking for more space. Foster also credits some of the increase to the quality of education, especially in their district for a rural area.
I think it's our options and opportunities. They can receive a world-class education at a high school level, graduate and go to any college that they're willing to work hard and earn their opportunities for. They can go into the trades, they can go to two-year schools.
However, not all Northwood schools are seeing the same level of increase, like the Union High School in Minocqua, only up about 20 students for the year. A Wisconsin man accused of killing and dismembering his father has been charged with committing the same crimes against his mother. The new charges brought Wednesday against 23-year-old Chandler Halderson of Dane County mean he now faces 2 counts each of first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, hiding a corpse, and providing false information on kidnapping or missing persons tied to the death of his parents, Bart and Krista Halderson. Prosecutors don't or have not offered a possible motive for the killings, but they did provide some new details about the investigation in their latest filing. Chandler Halderson remains jailed on $1 million bail. He's due in court to be arraigned September 1st. Nicolay College has reached an important milestone when it comes to saving their students money. We'll take a look at how one frustrated bookstore manager decided to help out. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast. That's next on Newswatch 12 at 6.
Get the best appliance deals early at Furniture and Appliance Mart's Labor Day sale. Save up to half off Labor Day appliance specials while they last. Plus, no interest financing for 18 months on all appliances with no minimum purchase. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Save on your next appliance upgrade with 11% off everything right now at Menards. Update your home with top brand appliance names, including Whirlpool, Amana, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Criterion. We have the largest in-stock appliance selection to take home today at the lowest prices. Upgrade to new energy-efficient appliances and save with 11% off all of them. Start your next project and get 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Make your summer last during the Ford Labor Day sales event. Now is still a great time to buy a Ford. Choose from our F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 44 years, and from the freshest lineup of SUVs in America. It's the Ford Labor Day sales event. Drive one, buy one today. Right now, get a built Ford Tough F-150 XLT with 0% financing for 72 months. Hurry to see your local dealer during the Ford Labor Day sales event.
Hey, G, Mrs. Cheater.
What?
Time's up.
Not a cheater.
Tonight, it's either fighting all in.
That was the clearest clue I've ever given.
Or fighting on the mode.
This is an unfriendly game.
Family Game Fight, new tonight on NBC.
That's the thing about this city. Everything is shared. Joy, pain, everything. Chicago brings out the very best in all of us.
Chicago Wednesday returns this fall on NBC. Get the best appliance deals early at Furniture and Appliance Mart's Labor Day sale. Save up to half off Labor Day appliance specials while they last. Plus, no interest financing for 18 months on all appliances with no minimum purchase. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Well, I've lived in 18 cities and often said that we have the best sunsets around here, but lately the sunrises are competing with that as well. If you slept in, you missed this, but it just got better all day long with temperatures back in the 80s today and lots of blue skies and some fair weather cumulus clouds out there too. Kept things kind of interesting across the area today. But temperature-wise, looking pretty good. 79 at the airport now in Rhinelander. It was 82 last hour with a northwest breeze around 6 and a pressure there is steady at 30.09. Over in Wausau, still 85 for you. It was 87 last hour with a west wind around 7 and a dew point there. Ooh, is 68. That's muggy, so it's hot and it's humid today across parts of central Wisconsin. Meanwhile, northwestern Wisconsin doing pretty well today with lower dew points over here and temperatures in the 70s. We're all going to get into the 70s tomorrow, and then many of us will hold our own in the 60s with rain showers and some wind on Friday. That's going to feel like a hint of fall in the air on Friday afternoon. All right, here's the trend though. So 77 tomorrow, we'll take it, and dry tomorrow. So we push the rain back till tomorrow night. But look at Friday. We can make like a half-hour run for 70, meaning much of the day spent in the 60s with a northwest wind and rain showers, and that rain on Friday could be locally heavy. Looking out there now, no rain for you. There are some low clouds out there, but our attention then turns toward the west, and there is a system out here, and I know it doesn't look like much at all, but it will get its act together tonight and tomorrow, tap into a whole bunch of moisture kind of pooled across Wisconsin, Illinois, into Iowa, and begin to rain itself out late tomorrow night and Friday and Saturday and probably into Sunday morning. It's not going to be like last weekend around here. We'll get some more rain showers across the area. So here's the low. It'll ride along this front tomorrow, and that'll be our first sign of what's coming. And then several more of those will be on the way as this front kind of stalls over us late tomorrow and into Friday and Saturday. So that'll keep the rain showers around. Now the severe weather threat's going to be low, not zero, but low. But the heavy rain threat is actually increasing for late tomorrow night and throughout the day on Friday as several of these lows kind of ride along this front and keep the rain going around here late tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is mostly clear skies. It's a bit hazy out there. There's some smoke about 15,000 feet up right now. Look for some dense fog across the area as wind goes calm, and low temperatures settle in the mid-50s. For tomorrow, it's Thursday already. Increasing clouds, but it'll likely stay dry tomorrow until about this time tomorrow night or even later around sunset tomorrow evening. Look for high temperatures back in the 70s, but a couple of you might go for 80 across central Wisconsin tomorrow. All right, looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow's a nice day, followed by lots of rain showers Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That rain could be locally heavy through the weekend. Justin?
Thanks, Jeff. Nicolet College just surpassed the $1 million mark in amount of money they have saved their students on textbooks. It's all thanks to a bookstore manager who is frustrated with the rising cost of textbooks. She started the Open Education Resource Program on campus back in 2018. It's essentially a free textbook program where students can save the money they would have otherwise spent on books.
And that money is money that they are reinvesting in their education, putting gas in their tank, food on the table, paying for childcare.
The program's benefited over 8,000 students already to date, according to college officials. Farrell says it feels great to know that she is playing a part in helping all these students.
We all have been at those times in our lives where, meeting ends is difficult to do. So if we can do that and meet our mission, which says that we're going to transform lives, I think we're really living our mission in a very real and very tangible way.
College officials say they have no plans of stopping or slowing their efforts anytime soon. In fact, they hope to keep it growing and expanding moving forward. We'll be right back.
This is Dave. He donates blood regularly. This is Mason. He was diagnosed with cancer at age 3 and received weekly transfusions. Mason is one of the many lives Dave has helped save. Jennifer started donating last week. Jeff just found out he'll need surgery next week. Neither Jeff nor Jennifer know it, but her blood will help Jeff get through his surgery. This is Lauren. She'll need a blood transfusion in 2 weeks. Will your donation save her life? Donate today. You'll save lives tomorrow.
Northwoods Furniture and Mattress. Let us help make your home your own with furniture and mattresses you love. Home furnishings from Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, and more. The area's largest selection of quality Amish-built furniture with many styles and custom options. Find top brand mattresses in stock, including Sealy, Serta, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Need furniture now? We sell our floor models with new arrivals weekly. Stop in our 2 locations in Eagle River with exceptional selection, service, and savings. Northwoods Furniture and Mattress.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg presents Revisiting Creedence. Rocking the iconic catalog of CCR, one of America's all-time greatest bands. Saturday, September 11th. Outdoors, under the stars at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. Celebrate the musical legacy of Creedence Clearwater Revival with Revisiting Creedence. Tickets just $30 in advance, 40 day of the show. Only at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg.
My name's Arthur, Merrill, Wisconsin. In August of 2019, I started getting numbness in my feet. By July of 2020, my feet were so numb, I lost a sense of balance. I thought I was walking on stilts. I seen this ad for Spinal Aid. I took 20 treatments from them, and by then my feet were 90% better and no longer felt as I was walking on stilts.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and/or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as Lyrica, gabapentin, or Cymbalta that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation or visit us at spinalaid.com.
In Three Lakes, citizens took an active role in trying to make a better community when they decided to renovate the local tennis and basketball courts and add new pickleball courts at Don Burnside Park. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pazorski went to Three Lakes to see the completed project.
Three Lakes citizens are reaping the rewards of over 3 years' worth of planning to make the resurfaced court system a possibility.
We had the existing courts here that were built 20-some years ago, and they were just in need of repair and renovation.
Members of the Three Lakes Pickleball Club played a vital role in getting the courts renovated.
Three Lakes Pickleball Club was the initiator, and about 2.5, 3 years ago, we started approaching the Parks Commission and the Town Board. with a desire to get new pickleball courts.
But what is pickleball? Most people might have never heard of or played the racket sport.
Pickleball is one of the fastest growing sports in the United States. I always explain it as a cross between tennis, badminton, and ping pong. So you have a net like a tennis net. The paddle we play with is more like a ping pong paddle, and then you play with a wiffle ball.
Jacobson says that since Three Lakes residents started thinking several years ago, the need for standalone courts was evident.
Originally, we shared our courts with the tennis. We had pickleball lines on top of tennis courts, and we really wanted to have dedicated pickleball courts. In addition, there were some crack issues starting to happen that really started becoming a safety issue.
The result of this $66,000 project is a shiny new court system.
We created 6 dedicated pickleball courts. We have 2 dedicated tennis courts, 1 combination tennis and pickleball court, and then we have a basketball court.
The Three Lakes Pickleball Club invites anyone to come and check out the completed project in person as well as on their Facebook page. In Three Lakes, Kyle Pzorski, Newswatch 12.
Oh. That spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on? Sure, it's wireless. What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password? It's Buick Envision. That's a really tight spot. I used to hate parallel parking. Me too.
The all-new Buick Envision, built around you, all of you. Pay no interest for 72 months, plus current eligible Buick owners get $500 purchase allowance on 2021 Buick SUV models. Visit your North Central Wisconsin Buick dealer.
Hit the green while taking in the beautiful backdrop of Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Young's Golf and Recreation has a challenging course for all skill levels. With scenic views and a sprawling landscape, you'll feel like you're on your own personal course. Enjoy the 19th hole at the Fire Brick Bar and Grill for unique pub-style food and drinks. Keep the fun going over a weekend with a cabin and pontoon rental on Chicago and Lake. Experience Young's Golf and Recreation and get away today.
At Culver's, we never tire of crafting fresh frozen custard right in our restaurants.
As soon as I'm like, who wants Culver's custard? The kids are already running out the door.
Hello, everybody. Hi. Here's your custard. Always rich and creamy, always sure to put a smile on your face.
It's more than just a special treat. It's creating memories with my children and family time.
Is it really good?
Yeah.
Family time is custard time. Welcome to Delicious.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another.
Let's go. Get ready for it. Let's go. Don't get no better.
Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
Has the pandemic interrupted your routine health care? Our exceptional team at the Lac Desert Health Center is determined to get you back on track. Our comprehensive primary care services include disease management, women's health, preventative care, and more. The convenience of our walk-in clinic is available when your family needs it the most. Full access to our on-site x-ray and lab services to expedite your care. Our friendly team is excited to meet you, and we are conveniently located in the Elison Realty Building at the intersection of Highway 45 and 70.
Eagle Floor Covering in Eagle River, locally owned and operated for over 2 decades. With over 40 years of combined quality sales and service experience, we can help you find the right floor for your lifestyle and...
All right, check this out. This is a 2000 playoff contenders signed Tom Brady rookie card. It is up for bid right now at auction through September 25th. A similar card, signed, similar model like this, went for $3 million.
So you think if we Venmo 100, you think we can?
We should be close.
We can pick it
right?
up. All right, I'll Venmo 100 and see if we get close to that or not. All right, we're getting close to fall. It's less than a month away, and it's going to feel a bit like fall this weekend, with temperatures Friday hanging out in the 60s and maybe briefly touching 70. But overall, it's going to be kind of a cool, rainy and windy day across the area on Friday. Looking outside now, though, temperatures are hanging out near 80. There is some drier air across parts of western Wisconsin. That will get in here tomorrow. But overall, we should have highs back in the 70s tomorrow, not in the 80s like they were mostly today. All right, lots of clear skies across the state, but there is some haze in the atmosphere and some smoke about 15,000 feet up. That'll give us a beautiful sunset tonight, but we'll have increasing clouds tomorrow. The change there is tomorrow will likely stay dry now until tomorrow evening, and then we're going to crank up the rain showers tomorrow night late, and then all day Friday and Saturday. Highs Friday, most likely getting stuck in the 60s.
That's a lot more stuff to keep your eye on in the next few days. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 6. Mr. Food and Wheel of Fortune are next. We'll see you back here at 10 with more.